channel. So today I'll be doing a video on how to sew down wig clips inside your wig. Now the wig that I have is a closure, so of course you can't sew wig clips right at the front of it, but you can do it around the sides and in the back. So I'll be showing you how to do that. Now you can also do the same technique because of course sometimes other wigs need clips too, whether it has a closure or not. You can do the same technique on that. So if you're interested in that, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so getting started, you are going to need a couple materials. You're going to need some thread. You can either get brown or black. I just chose brown because it was the closest thing I could find at Walmart. You're also going to need a needle. You could use a curved needle or a straight needle, whichever works for you. You're going to need some clips, some handy dandy clips. Of course, this is what the video is all about. And you're also going to need a wig. Now, I made this wig myself, and right after I put it in some flexi rods. So we're just going to act like we don't see the flexi rods because we are going to be working with what's in the middle. So this is what the center looks like. Now, I made this wig myself, so of course you can see all the sewing. So what we're going to be working with is the perimeter of the wig. And like I said earlier, we will not be sewing anything down on the closure itself. So now we're going to go ahead and rip some thread, which I've already done. And we're going to go ahead and put this through the needle. Now I doubled my thread because I like my thread to be thicker, and that's the reason why I'm using this curved needle, because the pinhole is a lot more bigger so you can fit more thread through. So I'm going to go ahead and put my thread through my needle. Alright. And go ahead and pull it through. Once I have it pulled through, I am going to tie the end, and then I'm going to roll and pull. Now this is how my mom taught me how to tie the ends of thread. I know it's difficult for a lot of people, but I do it a couple of times just so I know I have a big knot at the end. So roll and pull, roll and pull, roll and pull. One more time. Roll and pull. And as you can see, I have a big knot at the end. Right there. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and open my wig clips. Let's get this open. Now, depending on how tight you want your wig is how many clips you put inside. Right now, I'm not entirely sure how many clips I'm going to put in my wig, but we are about to figure out. So this is my wig. Now, starting with a closure wig, you obviously, like I said, you don't want to sew anything on the closure itself. So we're going to start with one clip right at the edge right here. And when sewing clips down, you want to make sure that you always have the teeth facing inward. So even if you go this way, the teeth are in. If you go this way, the teeth are in. No matter where the clip is, just make sure the teeth are facing inward. And another thing is, when you are sewing these down, you want to sew them down when they're open. So what I'm going to do is take my needle and I'm going to sew through the side that has the gold hoop first. So I'm going to go in through this first hole right here, right, and I'm just going to pull through. And because we have our knot, that's not coming through. Then we're going to go in again. And this time when we go in, we're going to make sure we take our thread and wrap it around the front of the tip of the needle and pull it through. That way we've made a nice little knot. And we're going to do it one more time. Take it through. We're going to wrap it around the front of the needle and we're going to pull it through. Now what we're going to do is we're going to skip this gold hoop right over here and move on right onto the other hole. So we are going to sew right through, and we're going to take the thread and wrap it around the front of the needle, and we're going to pull. We're going to do that one more time. Go through, Go inside the hole, take the thread, wrap it around the front of the needle, and pull through. Now what we're going to do to get to the other side is go through this gold hoop right over here. So when you go through, you should end up on this side. So we're going to go ahead and take our needle and stick it right through this gold hoop. When we stick it through the hoop, we end up on the other side. Perfect. Now on the other side, we're going to start with this one right over here. So like I said, you go through. After you go through once again. Take your needle, wrap it around the front, and pull through. One more time, you're gonna go through, then you're going to take your thread, wrap it around the front of the needle, and pull. One more time. So what you're gonna do is go through, take your thread, wrap it around the front of the needle, and pull. And now we're gonna go right into the middle. Same thing. Through, wrap around front, pull. So you go through, wrap around the front, and pull. And then last one, through, wrap around the front, pull. Then we're gonna go make sure everything's tight. Then we're gonna go through, wrap it around the front of the needle, and we are going to pull. Now what I like to do at the end, so that I'm not tying the knot right here, but I'm tying the knot on the actual dome cap, I'm just gonna go through right over here on the side of the dome cap and pull through. Once I've pulled through, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to start knotting it. So I'm going to knot it once. Knot it as many times as you'd like. I think I'm going to do it 3 times. 1, 2. 3. And I'm also going to do one around knot. So I'm just going to wrap it around, pull it through, and boom. And make sure that's nice, tight, and secured. So that should not come out at all. Then I'm going to cut it. Alright, and so your clip should be able to close, open freely. And that is how you sew a wig clip inside a wig. Go ahead and do the same thing on this clip right over here. And I think I'm going to place my clip not too close but not too far away. And we're going to do like we did before, and we're going to take our needle, go through the first hole, and you're going to pull. Alright, so there's our knot. Then we're going to go through the first hole again. And this time, like I said earlier, we're going to take our thread, we're going to wrap it around the front of our needle, and we're going to pull. And that makes a knot. We're going to do the same thing again, once more, in the first hole. So we're going to go through, wrap the thread around the front of the needle, and pull. And make sure it is nice and tight. Then we are going to skip this gold hole, and we're gonna go right through that first hole. So you're gonna go through, you're gonna take your needle, wrap it around the front, and pull. And we're gonna do that again. Take your needle, go through the hole, take this thread, wrap it around the front, and pull through. There we go. So that was twice. Now what we're gonna do is gonna go through the gold hole right over here. So we're gonna go through, and from earlier, when you go through, you end up on the other side. Alright, so then we're just going to pull the thread through, and now you are on the other side. Alright, so just like the first clip, we are going to go through this loop right here. Then we're going to go through it once more. This time you take the thread, wrap it around the needle, and pull tight. Do the same with the middle. Do the same with the middle. Take this, wrap it around, pull it through, boom. Take this, pull it through, wrap it around. There's that. Then we're going to go through the loop, wrap it around, and pull it through. So we're going to do it once more inside the hole, where we wrap it around, pull it through. Then we're going to go through the side, pull it through, cut your thread, and then you're going to tie it. I like to tie it a couple of times, just to make sure that it's tight. And we're going to do one of these knots, pull it through to the bottom. It's tight. One more. One of these knots. And we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut it.
Now I'm going to fast forward so you guys can see the end result.
So this is what your wig should officially look like when you are all done sewing everything down. And the closure is left alone. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was extremely helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave those down in the comment section. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.